99.3 Nigeria Info. You're listening to Jimi Disu right here on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Morning, everybody. I know this is going to sound strange. Dear Bumi is on Wednesdays, but we had to shift it forward yesterday because it was the 1st of January and we needed to talk to ourselves. So Happy New Year to all the Dear Bumi fans. I hope a lot of you got the message that there's Dear Bumi today and didn't give up hope. Right, and also, Happy New Year to Auntie Bumi herself. And we wish all of us a nice 2025. It's not going to be easy, but we'll get through. Okay, today, so we're breaking Dear Bumi today by bringing in a couple instead of individuals. Okay, and I have Mr. and Mrs. Davis. Whose first name will I use now? Is it yours or his?
Then you can use mine.
So Mr. and Mrs. Telema Davis.
That's fine.
So he's Telema Davis.
Yes. I'm Oyinlola Davis.
Yeah, Oyinlola Davis.
Yes.
Okay. Further, previously known as Oyinlola Ige.
Yes.
That's right. Okay. Right. I have this couple. How long have you been married for?
7 years.
You're married for 7 years?
Yes.
And the fact that you are both here together shows that you have a happy marriage. I mean, if things were not well, the two of you wouldn't be together. So we give God the glory for that.
Yes, we do.
And so it's been 7 years of what? Are you happy?
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Happily, joyfully, joyously.
Move close to the mic. Yeah.
Joyously, gladly.
I can tell her to step out, and then you can answer the question in truth.
Yes. If you do step out, if she does step out, I will.
You will repeat the same thing.
Yes, I will repeat the same thing.
And you, Uncle, she did step out. I can
the
send him to the toilet.
Like the person, sorry, I don't know his name, mentioned, we look
Mr.
alike.
Kofi. Is that you look alike?
Yes, so it's out of the joyfulness, the bliss in the marriage that the resemblance came in.
What I'm seeing, I want to imagine what time these two people woke up in the morning. But I can say for sure that both of them look well taken, in quotes, well taken care of and well fed. All right, so I think I've had you as a guest before.
Yes, please. 2020. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that long?
Yes.
4 years ago, almost
Yes.
5. Wow. So you know about it. This column you're looking at in the Vanguard, Dear Bumi, is written by Auntie Bumi. You know, she's been doing it for 40 years. Okay, so what we do is we look at the various issues that have cropped up.
Yes.
And then we profile our solutions and views on what it is. So since you've been married for this long, I expect you will have some experience there. But please don't mind me if I get off the rail. Just it's not. You get what I'm saying?
Yes, I do.
I don't want you to say that your wife brought you here to get. Hey. And I'm also used to throwing people under the bus. So
I know.
So the issues we have is she won't tolerate my kids, my sister, the man eater. Why can't my friend be happy for me? Will I ever find love? I think we've had this. How do I handle meeting his new love? And my dad's girlfriend controls his life. What should be anybody's business with their dad's girlfriend? Does your dad have a girlfriend?
Oh, so my dad is late.
He might have one in heaven. What Yoruba sometimes say is that, that as you know, what we do in the world is what continues there. She probably has a girlfriend in the other side. Okay, but does your mom have a boyfriend?
Not that I know of, but I know there've been a lot of suitors who have showed
how have you related to them?
Cordially.
Talking to the mic. No, this mic won't bite. Talking to the mic.
Okay, so far, cordial. It's been cordial. Though there's been situations where some are talking about marriage, and we've had that conversation.
You want her to remarry?
I don't mind her getting married.
How old is she?
How old is my mom?
You're asking how old is your mom?
My husband knows.
Well, what I tell people though is that if you have somebody who's lost, like a child, grown-up child, and the mom or the dad has lost the loved one of the things that can help them heal is if you push them towards having another loved one.
Agreed.
I've heard people say that, what will she want to? My mom she has her grandchildren to play with. No. It's a different ball game.
It's a different ball game. There's a difference between companionship and children. Companionship is someone that you can confide in. Yes. Someone who there are times that she gets lonely. Yeah. I have seen it. My mother is a workaholic.
Are you telling me? I know her so well.
So she's a workaholic. So yes, she's been able to replace that aspect with work. However, I would love her to find someone who loves her as much.
The problem is people like your mom won't have time for such a person.
She will if she finds the right person. Okay. My mom has that heart to give.
I would have recommended Kofi Batel because he just had a young.
Sorry, I was. He's a missing person, yes. Right.
We're not talking of missing person. As I would have recommended, but let's leave it. You don't qualify anyway.
For government appointment.
Okay, so for things like that, would you be thinking of an older person or a younger person, or it doesn't matter?
For my mother, she definitely won't look at a younger person. My mother is old
age
school.
Is just a number.
My mother is old school.
Are you older than your husband, or is your husband older than you?
He's older than me by 10 years.
Ari?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
And we don't look it. Funny enough, he seems like I'm the one that bullies him.
But you bully him. Anybody who's watching on TV, he's very timid. Look at him. He almost has his hands behind his back.
Oh, really?
Okay, so let's get down to what we have here. Which one would we start with? Let's talk with... Okay, we've done this before, but we can use the opportunity also to get your own views. This is Will I Ever Found Love? And Melissa says, I'm in my mid-30s and would love to settle down and have a family. Some months ago, I met a man thought as the one. At first, we were just friends, but our relationship developed into something else. One night, he was due to take me to a mutual friend's party when he canceled, saying he was going out with his wife. You get it? She didn't know he was married. Okay? I was shocked and certain that he thought I was the kind of woman who'd go out with a married man. I hear you. I can't help wondering if this is all that's left for me. Is it too late for me to find? I think people shouldn't put themselves, young women shouldn't put themselves under pressure, saying I must get married. I think that if you do that, you tend to walk to the answer. You tend to walk to the wrong answer. If you put yourself under pressure, I'm in my 30s, so look at the gay. She's married Davis. What am I still doing? They've been married for 7 years. More down. You know, I think that people should wait for their time. And what do you think?
I agree with you. A lot of times we always benchmark our timing with other people's time. We keep comparing our time with other people's time. Our times vary and it differs. I think number one, my question would be, where is she even looking for in the right direction? Because a lot of times we are searching in the wrong places. And what body languages are we putting out there? For a married man to have seen you, and this is not in totality, in terms of for a married man to have seen you and said, oh, okay, maybe she would date a married man, where the tell sign's not there. How was he able to keep it for that much of a secret so long, for friendship and even into a relationship that you didn't find out? Then question. What's we women, we have our list: tall, dark, handsome. What I would want. What is her values? What are her values? She needs to relook at her value system.
Well, what I realize is that when it gets to a point, even the boxes we want to tick, we keep changing middle.
Yeah.
True.
What do you think? Now, don't judge him by his answer. I wanted to ask a question, but I'm sure you'll be saying that.
No, feel free.
Even as a married man, do you think he has a girlfriend, for example?
I know he
Why
doesn't.
are you stuttering?
If
you found him with one, what would you do?
I'm sure he doesn't.
Yeah, sure he doesn't.
Yes.
Well, do you have, remember the Lord is looking at you.
Oh, I have girlfriends.
When you are begging at night and frustrating, I won't be there.
I do have girlfriends. By
different.
definition.
Go away. You know what girlfriend means. Don't go by definition. but I find it a bit. I don't mind if a married man has girlfriends. Let's wait 1 second. Who? Let's see who can first cast the first stone on that. And no hands will go up in the studio. But I always also believe in what do you call it? Something diligence. What's the word now?
Due diligence.
Due diligence, where you state the obvious.
Yeah.
Okay.
It won't. I mean, people will date you whether you're married or not.
There's actually an increase in women showing interest in married men.
And I tell you this: there's also an increase in married women having boyfriends.
Yeah.
Yes.
Some homes are maintained by the bagger or the whoever outside. Some marriages are sustained by the girlfriend outside.
Yeah.
Who will be pushing the guy and say, "Look, don't leave. Do this. Do that," and everybody would live happily ever after. There's nothing we haven't seen under the sun. I mean,
yes.
You agree?
I do.
Do you have any example to give us?
Not
where a marriage is sustained by the girlfriend outside. Do you have any personal experience you'd like to tell us?
No, not
you
personal.
can ask her to go out.
Personal.
Okay, so can we just conclude that this woman should calm down?
She should be patient.
Yeah.
It might sound easy to say, but she has to be patient. She needs to be patient.
Do you know that this thing also happens to men?
Yes.
Yes.
Where you just find, because of you find yourself situation, you're bored and everything, then you say, I must marry. Then the next woman that comes your way, you now walk to the answer. You blindside all the things that are very crucial.
Yeah.
And think that you can. But you've done it for 7 years, and I must give you some credit. That the very least two of you can come to the studio for this kind of program, which, believe you me, is just fun. Shows that you have a very good relationship. But who do we give the credit for this? Is it the man that has been patient enough for the woman? Who? Yes, Mr. Davis. Who do we give the? Who do we? Don't look at her.
No, I do have to look at her because, frankly speaking, I was even saying
she's
to
the
her,
patient one.
I was even saying to her, no, of course there are times when she can be impatient, just as there are times
Women
I can be impatient as well.
How have you lived with a woman for 7 years?
Frankly speaking, she's made it easy. She's actually made it easy. That's the reason why our home is as peaceful as it
so
gets.
if it was left to you, quite bad.
No, not in that sense. But of course, when you have two people coming together from different backgrounds, different orientations, different educational exposure, value orientation, there's always that tendency for conflict at certain points.
Yes.
Based on how we see things, based on how we approach things, based on the kind of solutions we adopt to problem solving, there's always likelihood for conflict. But we've also made it a mandate, a port of call, and thanks in no small part to our marriage mentors who have been guides to us.
You have married mentors?
Oh, yes, we do.
Oh, really?
Yes.
From the beginning.
I'm hearing this for the first time, that there's something called a marriage mentor.
We
I never had a marriage mentor when I was married. Who appointed them for you?
So it came as a result of a demand from her mentor when from the church she used to attend back then. The insistence for me to introduce her to someone I consider as a mentor.
Oh, really? I'm not joking. I'm hearing this actually for the first time, that you have married mentors.
Yeah.
Is that an initiative of your church?
No, it was from a book I read, and from church, like you said, and also because of the programs I attended. So from get-go, I wanted someone that he would submit to and he would listen to, because I know that word love.
This is
just an emotion.
Very interesting. So who chose the married mentor for you? You chose the married mentor yourself?
So he showed me someone he submits to. I showed him
someone
I submit to. His was more practicable and more welcoming. So we just chose, I think, Mr. and Mrs. Tinuke Arogundade. We just naturally I gravitated towards them, and it was easier because it's easy for a woman to submit to someone they've not met than for a man to.
I'm a Shandri person.
So I just naturally chose them.
So you recommend this to couples?
Oh,
yes,
absolutely.
So you choose your marriage mentors before you got married?
Yes. From the get-go, we've always had marriage mentors, and I can say for certain.
Where did you get this idea from?
So I cannot remember for certain, because I attended a lot of seminars. Feladuro Toye, Taraduro, as in there were a lot of, even
you
Olushola.
Went to University of Life just so that you could have.
I prepared for marriage, and even at that I wasn't prepared. So I attended seminars, I attended churches. I needed to prepare, and the reason why, I'd seen marriages around me fail.
Yeah,
I'd seen my uncles getting divorced. I'd seen my mom, I'd seen unhappy marriages, and I didn't want that. Growing up, you would ask me, would I be wealthy? I'll tell you, yes, I'll be wealthy. It was not a problem. But I wasn't sure of that marriage, because I didn't have that picture perfect marriage. But I saw Mrs. Jumoke Adenowo. I saw Tera Durote, and I said I wanted that. And so I pursued after it. I pursued after the knowledge. And immediately we met. I said, okay, show me someone you submit to. I want to know that person. And to be honest,
was before,
Yes, that's before we even got married.
No. Even before you dated.
No, while we were dating, while we were cutting, was when I asked for it.
I'm wondering whether if I see a babe now, I can first say to her, I want to know who you're married.
Are you getting married?
There has to be accountability.
Exactly.
Listen, there has to be accountability.
There is no age limit. I want to get married tomorrow.
Yes, sure.
There's
I'm
no age
searching.
limit, but I'm saying that it's definitely not someone that you're going to play around with, that you want to meet.
But if at almost 70, where does age matter with the married mentor? Your married mentor could be younger than you.
Yes.
Abby, do you agree?
Yes.
Yeah. But because of the exposure and experience.
If there are any couples out there who are looking for who they will mentor, I'm available.
you choose your aburo.
And for sorry, I just wanted to check
I'd like to. I wanted to say that Mr. Tosi Disu will be my married mentor. On second thoughts, I've changed my mind. Okay, let's quickly go to the next.
Before we continue, I just wanted to mention the reason you mentioned we've been married for 7 years, and the reason we've been married for that long, our marriage mentors were one of the attributing factors to the fact. Yes, because there were times that I would be over my head, and there were times that he would be over our head. That we needed someone to submit to, someone who was going to be like a mediator and reset our heads back. So that's what they were there for. Until now, they are still there.
But your married mentor must be married. So I can be a married mentor now because I'm not married.
Yes, especially since you're advising married men to have girlfriends. I'm not sure.
This is the way they report. This is the way they report. Mrs. Ige, say you see what you have bestowed on me now. This is the way. 9:22. Okay, we still have 2 minutes more. Our lines are going to be open. Okay. I like this subject of, I can imagine Mrs. Oboli now trying to get through and say something. This is the kind of topic she likes. 0201 277 0993. And the number designated for females is 0201 465 7190. I have Mr. and Mrs. Davis here. It's Dear Bumi. Today we have just about a minute to go, so I can easily say that we've concluded in the case of Melissa that she should just take her time.
Yes.
Hello, good morning.
Morning. When did this call come in?
You said you wanted to.
No. There's no time.
Okay, I thought you
There's,
said.
there's no time.
Please call back. Yeah.
There's no time. Okay, we'll take a short break and then we'll be right back.
Okay.
More conversation, more talk, more right after this.
You define better odd. I be you one play, cause that's cost. Over 1.5, I be you one bet. Say, both seem no go score at all. Yeah, we get better payout. No worry, we there for you. Our odd, chapura out. In a day for best baba. We win money, best baba. Cash out today easy, or best baba. We get online games for you to play. Oh God, all I want. Yeah. We get better bonus. And me no dano. Yeah, na bet baba day aso. Cash out, no sharp. No darling, no. Welcome to Bet Baba.
Register now on betbaba.ng. Not for people under 18.
For 3 decades, Chocolat Royale has been at the heart of your sweetest celebrations, creating cakes, pastries, and confections that turn moments into memories. From birthdays to weddings, cozy mornings to grand occasions, we've been honored to bring a little more joy to your life, one delicious bite at a time. As we celebrate this incredible milestone, we want to say thank you to all our loyal customers and friends, our dedicated team members, and our wonderful suppliers who have made this 30 years so special. Here's to 30 years of creating delicious memories and many more to come.
Happy New Year from Polaris Bank, the digital bank of the year. We dey thank all our customers for una support and patronage last year. We say 2025 go be year wey go fulfill all the dreams wey you and your people get. No waste time. Download Vault from Google Play Store or iOS App Store today. Make you start the year wella.
This is it. The ultimate stage for young minds to battle it out.
The governors are above the law. They tend not to lean on to public participation.
Governors can make any decision without fear of
what remains of a person's identity if it's only measured by external.
The urgency to safeguard life should outweigh preserving cultural sites.
Auditions for the I Beg to Differ Secondary Schools Debate Tournament is on. Do you have the passion, the intellect, the fire that stand above the rest? Then prove it.
The hallmark of any thriving society is in its youth.
Study organization should be planned carefully into the data.
Standardized test is a recipe for anxiety.
Prove you're the next great debater Nigeria has been waiting for. I Beg to Differ. Auditions open December 12, 2024 and close January 12, 2025. The clock is ticking. Visit www.nigeriainfo.fm now to register. I Beg to Differ. The Tournament of Champions.
99.3 Nigeria Info, your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
This is Daily Digest with Jimi Disu.
So you welcome back to the Daily Digest, and it's unusual. It's a Thursday, but we had to shift Diabumi yesterday, and here we are. Tomorrow, you remember the lady who came here with her 3 kids, and she said there was one of the kids she didn't come with, who is a car designer. So I then said to her, could I have this young entrepreneur to be here tomorrow at 9? So he'll be coming in solely on a solo, so we'll be able to probe his mind. He's already sent me the photograph of some cars that he's designed. The photograph, when I looked at the car, it looked like a Ferrari-like car. And usually that's where it starts.
Yes.
Many of my colleagues that went to do various ventures in life started by toying around with, I remember Lego. I remember there was something when we were young, there was something called Meccano set, and usually you grab them from when they are young, they're fiddling with toys,
yes, and
so on and so forth. In JS3, my son is an adult now, big boy. In JS3, my son could put a phone apart and put it together. Way back when he was in JS3. Unfortunately, here, you don't have that facility to develop people along the ways that
show interest in.
They show interest in. And do you know how many people in my generation would have been world footballers, for example? By the way, I need to pay homage in that sense to my good classmate Emmanuel Obasa, who in 1972 was able to help us flog Ibubi in the Principal Cup. I mean, if we had such opportunities, maybe Sojo, there was a nickname we gave him then, but I dare not call him that on radio. I wouldn't want to. I just read that. Sorry. Can you imagine? He probably would have ended up playing for even Odegbami in his time. Football hadn't really been in Lyrica. Loads of people like that. So anyway, don't let me digress. My dear, look at this one, Mrs. Davis. My dad's girlfriend controls his life. Still along what we're saying. And she says, in my early teens, and my parents are divorced. That happens. Last year, dad got a new girlfriend who has 2 children. Well, and they can see their father whenever they want. But my dad's girlfriend won't let him anywhere near my mom and me. She's always finishing with him for the flimsiest of reasons, even when he called to give me a birthday present. So the dad has a babe. And this is the usual thing that happens. Dad is nice to his Baba way, but the girlfriend won't allow him. But I think he's the reason, really.
Yes.
But let's see what happens. Whenever she dumps him, my dad phones mom and talks for hours, and my poor mom ends up crying. What could he be telling her for hours? And then he says that they are currently back together, and my dad has changed his phone number, so I can't phone him anymore. When he visited last Christmas, we were together for only a few hours, and he was on the phone to his girlfriend most of the time. His phone hasn't changed since. A few days ago, I was out with my mom when I saw him with his girlfriend, and he just looked at me. I love my dad, but his girlfriend too. I'm hoping that this dad is a full-grown adult.
Exactly. I don't think she has an issue with the girlfriend. Take it up with your father.
Is with the father, and I think the man to blame. Abi, Mr. Davis, what do you think?
I totally agree. The man
disagree with this woman for
so
a change. It would be. I'd like to see you disagree.
We do
that would be off
contrary,
camera.
No, but we actually even do have contrary views about things.
But today you agree.
No, because we do have shared values on certain subject matters.
Things, yes. I think the man to blame in this case clearly is very, very immature.
Yeah,
it's very, very immature. But a man, sorry to say, this is not a gender war or whatever, but a man needs to be very firm.
Mm-hmm. Even if I do agree that the girlfriend has issues, the man is still the deciding factor. This is my family.
But do you allow Mr. Davis to be the deciding factor?
Yes, he's the man of the house.
That is one trick that women play on us. They usually, a smart woman I mean, I've seen who would have been my own mentors. I've seen the way they handled their husbands. You know, the wisdom of our parents way back then. They make the man feel he's the head of the home, but I can tell you,
they are the dons running things behind things.
The man builds a house, he invites everybody for a party, the woman prays for him, and this and that. Apparently, it's the woman who owns the land. There's been cases. There was one that I knew back in the day, and Papa would always say, let me, and no. It was when the man died in the will that he let us realize that it was the woman that owned everything. And he had a conscience, and he just said that. So this particular building, it belongs to Mama's children. Of course, you know, a lot of parents strayed way back then.
So a wise man knows that he's the head of the house, but if a wise man
thinks.
No, he knows.
A wise man. Let me adjust that. A wise man thinks he's the head of the house, but in reality, he knows that the power lies with the woman. Women are powerful.
So that's what I was about to say. He knows that he's the head of the house, but he knows that if he's married to a wise woman, he needs to listen to her. So there are wise men who are not married.
Wise woman.
Yes, if he's married to a wise woman, he knows that he needs to listen to her too.
See, let me tell you. In all the relationships I've had, I always let the woman take the lead. They are wiser, and especially when they give you that leeway to think that you are the head of the family. Just take it and submit yourself if you want peace. Women are tough.
Yeah.
Kai! Women are tough.
Decisive.
Somebody is going to call this program now. From the way she says Uncle Jimmy, you will know that it's a tough
But I do agree with you, but I would always say this: a wise woman knows to let her husband lead, even if you are the one giving the decision.
Can I please adjust the lingo? Can I just say that? Let her husband think.
No, I don't agree with this thing.
Because next time you will come here alone, then we have this discussion. Let's pick that call. Hello, good morning.
Uncle Jimmy.
There you go. Good morning, ma. Can we have your contribution?
Uncle Jimmy. This is 2025 now. Happy New Year to you and the couple in the studio.
Thank you.
Happy New Year to you, man.
Uncle JD, are you sure I'm the one calling? See, Uncle Jimmy will try to cook you, roast you, fry you, throw you under the bus. Thank you for holding your ground.
Thank you very much.
What I'll just say, Uncle Jimmy, you know women are tough. But we let the men have their way.
Exactly.
They will have their say. We will have our way.
you know, I'm one of those who believes that, you know, there's this song that's on there, let them say, just let the woman, if you want peace in your house. Okay,
I don't know.
You don't know.
No heard of that song.
Sitting on the fence.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Let's take another call. Do we have another caller? Okay, we don't have another caller. Okay, so we can then go to. They already know the number. People are still in the holiday mood, and it's also the loads of people who would rather just sit back and listen than call in. Okay, so let's look at this one, Vincent, very quickly, because we have time is of the essence. Time is not a friend of. Okay, let's pick that call. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Uncle Jimmy.
Yes, sir.
Rotimi Smart, no sorrow.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Actually, you are very, very correct. We should always allow them. We should think we are the owners.
Yes.
They are always in control.
Yes.
Because if you allow a woman to think, okay, you are not giving her room, and she makes up like the children to be her friend, and you the earnings, the man will not. He will know that life is like Yokumeji.
Yes. Okay. Who will translate that one like Yokumeji? Okay. Okay. So let's listen to this one. Vincent says that I'm a divorcee and recently got involved with a woman I care so much about. That happens. Okay. Yes. The problem is she's trying to push my two kids out of her own life. Let me read that again. The problem is she's trying to push my 2 kids out of her life. She doesn't want it's out of your own life. You see, the man is even confused. He said out of her life. It's out of my life, he should have written. Confusion on the day bar. I feel so sorry for him. He says the problem is she doesn't want my children to visit me and says my whole life and everything are in the past. She has 2 kids of her own, and the only family she talks about is her, me, and her children. But my children are more important to me than she knows. She is being selfish. Why don't you just leave her?
It's not just even about being selfish. That's witchcraft.
Adi, what has witchcraft got to do with this thing now?
So the thing is, when a person thinks ill of another person, that in itself is just is an act of witchcraft. It doesn't have to be about casting spells or concocting some curses. No, it's about the way people think and how they reason towards another person. So the best thing the man can do is to walk away.
He should go.
He should go. The woman cannot take priority over his children.
And
next
this is
paragraph,
just the beginning.
He should walk away, but listen to the next paragraph. Next paragraph, he says, I love her.
One chance.
What more?
Once the
they don't grab her.
Once the dealing starts with...
What is it you women use to hook men to let them fall in love with you?
So I don't know what those
How
women
did you make
do.
this man fall in love with you?
By showing him my values and who I am. By being true.
What values? What?
So
to know how much you are in naira and kobo.
It is a lot more than that.
It's a lot deeper than that.
A lot deeper than that. Is that all? Or the rest will be left unsaid?
It wasn't witchcraft, though. It wasn't witchcraft.
Is it a total package?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, this one don't go.
Okay, so what I want to even say is this: she's just showing this, and she's just a girlfriend. Once she comes to the house, it's going to be worse.
But
my advice for him: he should pick his slippers and run for his dear life.
But he says he loves her.
So does he love her more than his family?
I listen to what he said. He said, I love her, but my feelings for her are being put under strain. And if she tries to make me choose between her and my kids, she will lose. He's kidding himself.
Yes.
Yeah. Because the more he goes on, he will eventually
How can you issue a threat that if you've been pushed already?
You've been pushed already.
He's already been told to take the decision. He's the one still lingering there. She has made the decision.
But he said something, Chao. You know, he didn't let me finish this. He said something that is very, very vital.
Okay.
He says, my ex-wife and I will never get back together as she has her own life to live, but my children need stability and a father. Why do I think that there's a hidden love still for his ex-wife? There's an unsaid... Maybe there's something the ex-wife did to him that he can't forgive, but he still likes her. Because he's showing every indication that he could gravitate towards her.
His ex-wife. Yeah.
Is this a weak man?
No.
Mr. Davis, don't say anything.
Okay.
Don't say anything. Mr. Davis, is this a weak man?
Not necessarily. However, his decision is actually weak.
What are you saying? He's not weak, but his decision is weak.
As a man,
he's weak.
As a man, it doesn't necessarily has to be said
he's
that
weak.
He's weak. But his decision making is weak.
So wise people also make foolish decisions. That's the best way to put it.
Yes.
So that's just it.
Check out Feta coming to the studio. This is 2025. This new look is a killer. Please, all of you should go to YouTube and Facebook Live. What, did your hair grow overnight? The things that you women do with hair. Okay, so he says that, do I try and make it work with my lover, or should I walk away? What should he
walk
do?
away?
You think she should walk
Make
away?
the decision, because even if she decides to change now, when she gets into the home, it's going to be
She
a
can't
different
decide to
ballgame.
what she can decide to do
is
is
pretend.
pretend.
Pretend, exactly. She walk away. There's still a
Yes.
lot of women, good women, who are out there. There's still a lot.
There are so many fishes in the ocean, Abby. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Fishes, shark, crocodile.
I don't think. Well.
Problem
yeah.
is a lot of fishes land with crocodiles and a lot of fishes land with sharks.
File. You. There's nothing wrong in trial and error. Feta, let's pick that call, please. Hello, good morning. We lost it. Oh my God, I like what you're wearing. This is my jacket.
That's what you always say with me, but you never let us twin.
Okay, when let's twin next Wednesday.
Okay, next
I will
Wednesday.
wear this jacket and you wear this jacket.
It's a date.
I will be at Rebi. This is okay. Let's pick that now. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning, sir. Who's calling?
Yes, Happy New Year, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to sincerely applaud the lady in the studio who openly accept that for a man to live a happy home, he has to admit that he is just a partially head. Of course, a good man, a very reasonable man. You need you to know that when we claim to be the head,
we are the tail.
Make yourself uncomfortable in the house.
Yes.
Because when we leave the home, it is the Sarah who is in the house with the children. And whatever it tells the children that is going on, they believe her almost 90%. It is when we now come with the to digest it. Oh, my son, don't you know that I've been caring for your mother for all this while that I go out to work? And all what we are saying is just to palliate what the woman has said. So, my take is that every good man must know, as long as you get a woman called your wife, leave 60%, if not 70%, power to her. Even most times, on decision take, he said, what do you think we will do? When he not give you her own input, you will not use that wisdom as a man. Say, but I think it should be better.
Okay, sir. I think the point has been made.
Yes.
I like to respond to Mr. Abe Akwatira, who says that I like this program because it's a reflection of our shenanigans. If you don't listen to this program, it's at your own peril. I can assure you. It's at your own peril. I believe, you see, I believe in the intuition of a woman. Spiritually, women are ahead of men. Men are generally, they're a bit laid back, a bit careless.
Oh, yes, we can be.
Do you understand?
Yes.
We can't think things through. Women, do you think when men boast, from childhood I knew that when a man boasts, I was smart on the woman and, she finally agreed. Let me tell you, from the time a woman lays her eyes on you, before you've made a move, she's either agreed
or not.
Yeah. She can, yes, even Feta is nodding her head. She can put you through she can hold you on for 2 years. But don't think that finally is one smart move. Women can think before you think. I fear woman, no. If you don't fear woman, it's at your own peril. Trust me, I know. I believe so much. Don't.
I think any man that is fortunate to come across the Proverbs 31 woman.
Which one is Proverbs 31 now?
Oh, it actually.
What's the alternative in the Quran?
I will speak from the knowledge that I know, and the evident information that I've seen and interacted with. It is the woman that holds the household. A woman, yes, she might have the challenges that come away for not being the man.
Yeah.
But the woman makes a huge difference in the home. A woman can be the deciding factor whether the household stands or falls.
Yeah. I believe that too. Okay, you've suddenly gone quiet, Mrs. Davis. What are you thinking?
No, nothing.
There's the way you were looking at him when he said, you were kind of nodding your head. That, okay, so I have this man where I want him. Okay. Matilda has a problem at 9:47. Can I do that? Okay, Matilda has a problem. A close friend of my ex, who's also my good friend, is getting married, and I'm obliged to attend the wedding. A close friend of my ex, who's also my good friend, is getting married. And she said, the problem is, my ex too will be there with his new partner. So what? I'll obviously make an attempt to look my best, but I'm not really over the shock of the separation. That's the
truth.
Let me finish. In spite of the fact that my ex has moved on, but what to move on to here? I haven't, and I'm dreading seeing him happy with someone else while I'm on my own. I strongly suspect the party will end up with me feeling miserable and drinking too much. Any tips on how to avoid this happening?
Don't go.
I was going to say that.
Exactly.
Do you agree?
Don't go.
Or if you're going to go, stop by, drop the gift and leave.
I think what she should do is explain to, her host or hostess. Yes, and then tell her that, look, I can't handle
the situation.
The situation, yeah, but that's dicey, depending on the relationship she has with the other person. In terms of, we use this word close friends loosely. We use the word close friend loosely. They might not be necessarily confident in terms of, I cannot tell you exactly how I feel. So in that scenario, either give an excuse that you'll be out of time or pretend not to be feeling well. Don't go.
What I was going to say
or
is
send
that,
a gift.
What I was going to say is that I put a premium on my mental and physical well-being, and I confessed
exactly
when it comes to that, and so I would be telling her unequivocally that you better just stay back.
I think the
men too have that problem. Can you imagine,
Mr.
Davis? Can you imagine your babe that you've had this babe for quite a while, and you've split up, but you still like the babe? Maybe you had babes before you met her. Don't be afraid.
Yes, sir,
Why are you shaking?
She knows.
Don't be afraid. You had babes before you met her. Now before her there were. So and so this babe you've broken up, and she's going to be. At this, and she's now coming with her bobo. That thing campaign.
It pay for body.
Actually, if you've not moved on, and there's a lingering
even if you moved on, they can see pain.
Yeah.
And if care for the man, if care is not taken, sometimes in an attempt to show that he has not pained him, he will end up doing something stupid.
Exactly.
Yes. Why are you looking at me, Feta? Can that thing not pain? I can pain. He can pay. Let's pick a call, 950. We can take only 2 calls and then we get out of here. 0201-2770-993 and the female line 0201-465.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir. Yes.
Good morning, Uncle Judy.
Yes.
My name is Shola. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you, sir.
In my own house, Uncle Judy, I am the head, but my wife is the neck. Uncle Judy, wait. Can the head operate without the neck?
No. Can the neck operate without the head?
Can the head operate without the neck?
Can the what?
It's not possible. Can the head operate without the neck?
No.
Yes. Let me give you an example. A simple example. In my house, if I say, this is what I want to eat, my wife is a very good cook, but that thing will not be sweet. Every day I need to.
Yeah,
but any day she decides that this is what she wants. Oh my God, I will so enjoy the food. So the head.
This is the voice of a happily married man. What if your wife can't cook at all?
No. Thank God I have the one that can cook. Thank God I have the one that can cook. But if I insist anytime that this is what I want, compulsive, Uncle JD, that food will not be sweet.
This is a happily married man.
But anytime
your wife is hearing you. I guarantee you what to eat this night.
Yes.
For those who know you, this is a good evening to visit you at home. What's his favorite meal, by the way? Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Happy New Year. What's his favorite meal?
He doesn't have one.
Okay. What do you mean? You've beaten him into submission for him not having a favorite meal?
I've always asked from get-go. My husband doesn't really have favorite anything apart from favorite girl, which I am. Nothing else.
Wait, when the children start coming, you will know. Heaven help you if your first child is a girl.
Okay, so Uncle Jimmy, sorry, I just want to say something. I think we would all agree. Apart from this head and neck thing, the point is a husband and wife are supposed to be united. It's a united front. Both should take decisions together. Both should stand together. Both should move together.
Yeah.
For instance, before I take a decision, if my husband is not available to make that decision with me, I should know what he would most likely gear towards. And the same with him. He would have that voice in his head knowing, this is what Oyinlola would like based on our value systems and the disciplines that we've set or built our home on, the foundations we built our home on. So let's leave this talk of head and not head, or make them think the head and make them think it's not the head. Point is, it's a joint venture. Together we stand. United we stand. And once we are wrestling against each other or competing against each other, that's where the cracks begin to show.
There has to be consistent and constant communication between both parties.
Okay, I leave Feta in your hands. the two of you will be her. What did you call her?
Marriage mentors.
They will be your better. They'll be your marriage mentors. You have one.
Oh, that's nice.
That's what you should have. I'm hearing this word for the first time.
Are you serious?
I know that in the Catholic Church, they give you because knowing that your mom, are you Catholic too?
No, I'm not.
Okay, so I thought that it was from the church.
No.
That's why I kept saying from the church. I know that in the Catholic whatever you'll have. Okay, I think
these ones are my guardians. They're the ones who raised me.
Okay, I need a marriage mentor. I was going to appoint Mr. and Mrs. Ibakoka, but I want to change my mind. I cannot appoint either Mr. Koka or Dan Okafor in case you're listening as marriage mentor. So I think I will appoint you. Maybe you can be older than so today. Mr. and Mrs. Davis.
You will bully us.
I'm a married mentor.
You will not allow us to land our thoughts.
On that note, we have to end it for today. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for having us.
We all enjoyed ourselves. That's it for today. And yes, put on the button. We're going to say together what is coming up next.
There's no need. Just have we have like 30 seconds to go.
Okay, let's see it. 1, 2, 3. What's up, Lagos?
Oh my God, he did it!
More news and information coming up. We'll be back in a moment.
More.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.